Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. Trump signed bill to impose financial sanctions related to China. http ntvforex.com News ID 50DAA6 7/15/2025 53:11 a.m. Asia Market Update Indices trade generally higher amid the vaccine news released after the U.S. close. Shanghai market lags. CN State Fund recently sold shares in Bocom. Trump signed bill to impose financial sanctions related to China. China GDP data due tomorrow. General trend. Shanghai Composite drops over 1.9% during morning session. Decliners include IT costs and banks. Shanghai and HK property firms decline, Shenzhen said to tighten certain home purchase rules. ZTE declines by over 3% in HK. Trump confirmed the US would end HK's preferential treatment. This could lead to restrictions on HK's access to certain high-tech products. Kweichow may report H1 results later today. Financial press. Japanese iron, steel, real estate, and transport firms are among the gainers. JP banks lag the broader market. Sectors moving higher in Australia include resources and consumer discretionary. Australian energy firms continue to reveal impairment losses. Woodside Petroleum, Origin Energy. AUD/JPY rises ahead of and China data due on Thursday, tracks gains in equity markets. Australia June jobs data is due for release on July 16. Thursday. China Q2 GDP data is due on Thursday, July 16. YY expected at 2.2% vs 6.8% prior. Bank of Korea BOK also due to hold policy meeting on Thursday. Companies expected to report results during the New York morning include Bank of New York, Goldman Sachs, PNC, United Health, US Bancorp. Headlines. Economic data. Australia New Zealand. ASX 200 opened 0.3%. Australia Jewel Westpac Consumer Confidence 87.9 v 93.7 prior. 6.1% v 6.3% prior. Australia New South Wales State reports 13 additional coronavirus cases. Victoria State reports 238 additional coronavirus cases v 270 prior. Reports 1 additional death. NZ New Zealand PM Ardern New Zealand must prepare for coronavirus penetrating borders. Elimination strategy will remain in place. China Hong Kong. Hang Seng opened 1.6%, Shanghai Composite 0.2%. Bank of Communications 3328. HK China Pension Fund sold 42.3 MA shares in Bank of Communications on Tuesday. Press. Meituan 3690. HK China reported to be in talks to test digital yuan CNY currency with Meituan. CN Shenzhen China said to tighten home purchase rule regarding social security payments. US financial press. CN A couple of banks in China have asked the PBOC to ease the way that it assesses one indicator related to capital adequacy. Financial press. The specific indicator was not disclosed. U.S. Press. Trump China sanctions legislation will hold China accountable for its actions in Hong Kong. Also signs executive order ending preferential treatment for Hong Kong. Comments at Hong Kong Autonomy Act signing ceremony. HK U.S. White House issues executive order on Hong Kong normalization as expected. CN U.S. President Trump: we can impose massive tariffs on China if we want. Reiterates China is buying massive amounts of agricultural product. Reiterates you will see more coming on actions toward China. CN U.S. Speaker of House Pelosi DCA urges Trump to consider every tool for action on China. U.S.-China will implement sanctions on U.S. officials over Hong Kong. CN China Bok open market operation. OMO skips reverse repos v injects 30 billion Chinese yuan via 7-day reverse repos prior. CN China PBOC conducts 400 billion Chinese yuan 1-year medium-term lending facility. MLF operation rate 2.95% v 2.95% prior. Completely rolls over maturing MLF and TMLF funds. CN China PBOC sets yuan reference rate 6.9982 v 6.9996 prior. HK Hong Kong police reported to arrest Democratic Party Vice Chairman. Press. CN China to promote new energy vehicle sales in rural areas. Japan. Nikkei 225 opened 1%. JP Bank of Japan BOJ left policy unchanged as expected in case of rapid yield rise. BOJ will buy JGBs promptly. JP Bank of Japan BOJ Gov Kuroda to give a briefing at 0630 GMT 230 EST. JP Tokyo reported to raise coronavirus alert to highest level. Japan press. JP Tokyo finds a 48 coronavirus case cluster at a movie theater. JP Japan Econ Min Nishimura current amount of coronavirus infections is not yet large, doing utmost to avoid declaring state of emergency. JP Japan to consider central bank digital currency CBDC in cooperation with other countries. Japanese press. Korea KOSPI opened 1.2%. KR South Korea June unemployment rate 4.3% v 4.5% e down from 10-year high. KR Bank of Korea Bok reports board member Cho has sold certain stock assets, will attend July 16 rate decision meeting. Other Asia. ID Indonesia June trade balance $1.27 billion v $1.2 b exports YY 2.3% v 12.6% e. North America. Moderna mRNA NEJM reports trial data shows mRNA 1273 COVID-19 vaccine has produced antibodies in all patients tested during initial phase 1 study. Press. New York Times NYT reported to move part of Hong Kong office to South Korea. U.S. financial press follows recent passage of the new national security law related to HK. U.S. regulator reported to be investigating certain oil fund disclosures. Financial press. U.S. Fed's Brainerd voter, Dove monetary policy will need to shift to provide more stimulus rather than focus on stabilization. July 14. U.S. Fed's Kaplan Dove, voter seeing pronounced slowing again since mid-June, prefers healthcare protocols over the Fed doing more, hopeful Fed will let some programs ease. U.S. Fed's Harker Hawk, voter in 2020 we are in a downturn that is both exceptionally painful and stubbornly long-lasting. Pandemic impact on economy is not a brief setback. July 14. Europe. OPEC committee reportedly outlining a plan for 842k BPD in extra compensation cuts for August timeframe. Press. Levels as of 1:20 ET. Nikkei 225, 1.5%, ASX 200 1.8%, Hang Seng 0.2%, Shanghai Composite 0.9%, KOSPI 0.8%. Equity SAMP P500 Futures 0.8%, Nasdaq 100 0.4%, DAX 0.8%, FTSE 1001%. 1.1423 euros, 1.1393 Japanese yen, 107.31, 107 Australian dollars and 19 cents, 0.7019, 0.6969 NZD, 0.6564, 0.6530. Gold 0.2% at $1,809 ounce. Crude oil 0.5% at $40.48 BRL. Copper 0.1% at $2.9352 pound. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.